I gotta ask you something.
Yeah.
I've lately, I don't know if you relate to this or you've been doing this at all. I feel like I've been making my amends lately in the sense that, like, I feel bad about a lot of the shit I did when I was younger and we were fiends, and I've been
Yeah.
trying to make up for that. Right?
Yeah.
You feel that way too?
Um for most of it, I don't necessarily feel bad. It's just that I think back on it a lot like, wow, we just didn't have a care in the world back then. And
Well, I specifically feel bad because do you remember the time that me and my good friend Cody robbed our good mutual friend Isaiah for $10 to buy a 10 sack? You
yeah.
weren't there,
No, I don't
but I
think I
know you
was
know
there for
about it.
that, but I did hear the story. Yeah. Yeah.
So let me tell you the story again,
Mhm.
just for in case you forgot a little bit of it.
Yeah, give
So
me a refresher on that one.
back when I was in high school, I pretty much had no moral compass. I would do whatever it took. Hypothetically, let's just play out a scenario. I'm 16 or 17 years old. I have no money left in my bank account. I'm bone sober, and I need to change that. There was pretty much nothing off limits for me.
Mhm.
There was nothing that would stop me from just acquiring $5 to $10, which
Right.
is all it took.
Right.
And when I came to that night, when I had nothing left, me and Cody were at a party together, right?
Mhm.
And I had my mom's, or not my mom's, it was my dad's, I believe, Honda Accord.
Okay.
It was either way not my car. It was given to me by my parents. When I first turned 16, I was still like a good enough kid for my parents to trust me with a car.
Mhm.
So they gifted me the Honda Accord. It was old, it had a lot of miles on it, but man, the wheels turn, baby.
Okay.
And you probably remember that car.
I do a little
You
bit.
remember
Was
that
at
car?
the
It was
house?
nice, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
The
remember
the
that.
two-door black Honda Accord coupe. It was, I think, I don't remember what year it was, but it was nice. We had the little radio attachment, the Bluetooth attachment that
It
plugged
was like
into
an
the.
oh 04, oh 06 or something like that.
Couldn't tell you
Yeah,
at this point
yeah.
in this state of sobriety. I far from sobriety. I couldn't tell you, but what matters is Isaiah hit me up and he wanted to buy some weed. And me and Cody were fiending. And at the time, I was much better friends with Cody than I was Isaiah. And I also had no moral compass. I want to make it clear A, I feel awful about this. B, Isaiah did nothing wrong to deserve this. And C, we made amends and I paid him back years later. Once we started hanging out with him again in 2019.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
That's good.
But this was a couple years prior, I think 2016, if I remember correctly. And Isaiah hit me up to buy a 10 sack, and I was at this kind of, it wasn't even a full party. It was just like a function at someone's house. And I was with Cody. And I told Cody, because the whole night we had been talking between ourselves, like, man, we got to make some money tonight. Like, we're dry as fuck. We got nothing to get high.
Mhm.
And now that we're like, the only reason we went to this house to like party was because other people would be there to match with us and throw in some weed so we wouldn't run out as fast.
Right. Right.
So I had my car and I told Isaiah, I said to him, listen, bro, I can't serve you right now, but my friend Cody can. He's going to come in my car. So I gave Cody the keys to my car and I jumped in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
In mind you, this is not an SUV.
The trunk of your own car.
This is a coupe, a Honda coupe. So
Right.
the trunk is enclosed. It's one of those trunks you open up and you close back. There's no air filtration or anything like that.
Like a kidnapping trunk.
And I basically kidnapped myself and I
Uh-huh.
got in the trunk and Cody is driving over to this elementary school, this local elementary school where I told him to meet me. And I had given Cody Isaiah's phone number. I was like, listen, bro, you talk to him. Like, I'm going to pretend I'm not here.
Now, was this the elementary school I used to live by?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
The one that we bought Xanax at on the playground pretty
Gotcha.
often. We
Gotcha.
met that girl there. But yeah, you remember that. So
What?
I had told our boy Isaiah, I was like, hey, my homie's driving my car. He has the weed. He's going to meet you there. I'm not there. Like, I'm not a part of this. I'm back at this. I'm too drunk to drive. So my friend's going to do it. The reason I did that is because I was setting this guy up, but I didn't want to, like,
be affiliated.
involve myself.
Right.
So I figured if I made it look like Cody did it in my car, then we were good, and I would still get the $10. We'd split a 10-sack and smoke a blunt together, and everything was good. And I was just like, a lot of people will listen to this and like, wow, you did all that just for $10 for weed? You're a piece of shit. And it's like, yeah, it was at the time, but like.
Right.
I also I was the type of drug addict where I wasn't addicted to one drug. I was just addicted to being high.
Right.
I didn't really care what it was. Like it didn't matter if it was weed or if it was Xans or if it was blow or if it was K. All that mattered was that I wasn't sober.
Right.
Because if I was sober, I wasn't going to enjoy my time.
Mm-hmm.
So Cody, mind you, I'm riding in the trunk. I'm sweating my ass off. He's got the AC blasting. He's got the AC on low. So low, it doesn't even read a number. Pulls into this elementary school parking lot. Isaiah pulls up. I don't know if it was behind him or next to him. I just heard all this happen. Cody's in the driver's seat. I'm in the trunk. He comes up to the driver's side window, and he hands Cody the $10. Literally just one singular $10 bill. And just like him and I had discussed, Cody takes a $10 bill, and he just floors it. He just drives away. We are doing like the equivalent of a bank heist for $10.
Yeah.
And once I feel him accelerate, you hear it, you feel it. I knew immediately we peeled off. I'm thinking to myself, man, we got $10 more. That's great news, right? Little did I know, Isaiah was not letting that $10 go without a fight.
Really?
Have you ever heard the story at all?
What?
Have we
Well,
told you this before?
I have, but I didn't know that he like.
He
what did
followed
he do?
us.
Really?
So we pulled
In his own
out,
car? He chased?
Yes, in his car. So
Oh,
we pulled
no.
out of the parking lot of this elementary school, dipped through the neighborhood. So imagine, I'm gonna try to use my fingers here to like show you where we drove. It's gonna be a little confusing. Pulled out of the parking lot, drove straight up the street, turned right and shot all the way down till we got to the main road. Got to the main road and just floored it. The whole time, I can't see this, but I hear Isaiah following us. I hear the engine revving behind us, and I'm asking Cody, I'm like, yo, like, is everything good? He's like, yo, he's following us, bro. Like, I don't know, man. We might have to do some shit. He gets on the phone with his homie who works at the gas station. And he's like, yo, I might need you to come outside and fuck this guy up with me in the parking lot. I'm sitting there in the trunk, and I'm like, bro, I can't get out and fuck him up. He's going to know it was me, and, like, I don't want to ruin my relations here. I was trying to be a neutral party at this point. We're driving up the road. Isaiah spam calling my phone. This is way before we were friends, too, so I didn't feel nearly as bad. We get to the gas station that I was talking about, where his homie's at. Once we pull in the gas station, our boy comes out of the gas station, and Isaiah doesn't pull in. He just kind of drives past. And we're like, oh, shit, thank God. You know, $10 fucking dollars. We got $10.
We made it.
We went back to Cody's house. We brought a 10-sack of weed off, or we bought a 10-sack of weed off his brother with that $10. We went on that whole mission for $10. I remember years later, a couple years went by, I never saw Isaiah again. Never saw him. I thought nothing of it. I was like, this is never going to come up again. All of a sudden, you started hanging out with him. You were the one who brought him around our friend group.
Did I?
You started kicking it with him.
Nice.
And
My
one
bad.
day, you called me. I remember this pretty well because it was the day that I had to apologize to him for it. Because you called me and you're like, yo, I'm hanging out with Isaiah. Like, you should come through. And it was a great proposition because I had no drugs. And you were offering to come through to, like, I think it was the garage. The garage that we, you know.
Mine or
No,
Bearded?
no. The Incel garage.
Got
the
it.
Incel garage. We won't say his name yet. That's for a different day. But we went over to this guy's garage.
What?
We went to a lot
That's
to get
not-
lit back in the day.
What?
And this guy was there. Isaiah's there. And I saw him for the first time since we stole his $10. After we got
Oh.
to the gas station, he was calling me all night. And I didn't answer any of his calls. He was like hitting me up. I just didn't answer any of his calls. And finally, I saw him again. And pretty quickly, it got brought up by him. Like, he came up and talked to me about it. And I was like, yeah, man, listen, bro, like, I'm super sorry about that. That was, like, peak Bartard phase. And I just had no discretion with what I was doing. And I ended up paying, I gave him $10 back, you know, which, if I remember correctly, he ended up throwing on a bag anyways. So it worked out the same. But that was, like, one of the only times I finessed one of our friends, you know. Thank God he forgave me for it.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, I mean, I finessed a lot of other people. I did a lot of rough things for $10 to $20. It was never that rough, though.
Yeah.
You know, it was never that rough.
I be in this whip. Trying to miss the nice. You don't call this shit a lick. Call this shit a heist. Late night hands that he a snitch. I thought my cousin snitched. I'm finna cry. Wouldn't be on his buddy shit. No, he been high.